How about you?
What's up, Edmonton? This is Robby Ave. Coming to you live from Jasper Ave. Today's episode is actually going to be only about one venue. I went and had dinner at the Black Pearl last night. I had a great time. The staff took really good care of me. So the Black Pearl is just located on 10132 104th Street. They got a cute little deck out there, and the vibe is super, super awesome. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video of me walking into the restaurant so you can see the vibe. So I went there around 8:30 last night, and I sat at the table right underneath the stairs there. Ben looked after me, their general manager, and it was super great. So of course we started out with drinks. Ben had recommended I try the Three Little Birds, or Three Littlest Birds, something like that. I don't know, after 2 cocktails I was pretty done. But anyways, that was the first drink I had. It is a rum-based drink. They look small, but believe me, they pack a punch. By 2 of their cocktails, you will feel it. And it was super, super tart and not too sweet by any means. So girl or guy, you could definitely enjoy that. And I think it is a fantastic summer drink. After I'd ordered 2, they bring you fresh bread. So that was their water loaf bread, and the butter was infused with garlic. It was super tasty. It's hard not to fill up on just the bread because it is very, very good. The second, there's super cool things all around too, like those little vials there of like red wine sauce, dill, and a Dijon as well. So that's pretty cool that they have those, and it's obviously bottled in-house, which is very interesting. Ben had told me to try the sashimi, the tuna sashimi. So it's basically just raw tuna, cut and then seasoned very nicely. And it has a little sauce. The sauce kind of reminded me of like wasabi mixed with the soy sauce. So super, super tasty. It was a little standoffish at first because I'm from Van and I find very particular when it comes to seafood, but like their tuna sashimi was so freaking good. I ate all of it that night. It was amazing. And I also got their baked mac and cheese. It's with lobster and shrimp. The portion is huge and it is so freaking good. Like I normally never order pastas or things like that when I go out to eat because I always feel like I can make it better at home because I have very high cheese standards. There needs to be a lot of cheese in there. But this surpassed my standards. It met all my cheese satisfaction needs. It was amazing. I loved it. It was so good. I dream about it. I took it home with me. It was amazing. So those are the foods there side by side. One more drink I want to tell you guys about. I did not get a picture of it, unfortunately, but it was, I think it was called their third trimester or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but it was a green tea infused drink with like egg in it and a lot of gin. And for those of you who know me, know that I'm a sucker when it comes to gin. Gin and tonics is all I usually ever order, and this drink was so good. It was like a baby green colored drink, and it honestly reminded me of something that you would get at Booster Juice, like their green tea shake, like that. Like it was super, super thick and frothy, but had a very good punch of gin in it, and I was feeling it. The drink was really, really good. I'm going to show you guys now a little bit of a virtual tour of the upstairs going down, so you guys can kind of see a video of that and see their decor and their vibe. So that should play for you guys.
I want to show you guys this one thing. It might be a little bit too dark now, but they had like maps, like old school style maps and stuff on the walls downstairs, and it was super rad actually. Like, oh, look at that cool ass painting there. Super cool. Barrels. Show you the view, and of course it looks out onto 104th Street. Man, 104th Street has changed so much. It's so trendy now. Alright, and we'll go back downstairs. And we're gonna go talk to some people, I guess. See what's up here. I still love that painting. That's a sick ass painting for those of you who can see it. And that light. Got some saltwater taffy here, and this is where I was sitting, the table I was at. So full. Anyways, we're gonna see if we can talk to some of the staff, and then we're gonna get out of here. But yeah, so this is the Black Pearl. That's the upstairs where we just were.
So that was kind of to give you guys an idea of the vibe. It's very cool. I think the decor is my favorite thing. Well, that and the food. The food was very, very good. But the decor definitely plays a big factor in it. And the cocktails too. The cocktails were delicious. But the decor too. Like 10 out of 10 on their decor is super cool. The Black Pearl. Next up too, I have an interview with their general manager, Ben. He was extremely informative about everything, like when it came to the food, where they get their ingredients, how they started, the decor, everything. So I'm gonna switch to that and let you guys check that out too. So yeah. All right, so we're back upstairs. We're with the general manager, Ben, here. So he runs the restaurant. It's a little bit more quieter up here, but we'll obviously fix the audio so you guys can hear us. So how long have you been working here?
I've been working here for 2 years and 4 months, so right when we opened.
Okay. So it's only been 2 years the place has been open?
Yeah. Okay. April of 2015.
Okay. And how did you guys get the concept for the Black Pearl? Is this based, I think this is going to be the #1 question, is this based off Pirates of the Caribbean?
You know where you're going with that. Yeah. It is not.
Okay.
The concept came first, long before the name or any of the marketing or anything like that. The Credo family is from Penticton, BC.
Okay, and do they own the Credo Cafe right next door?
No,
okay,
no.
There's no association.
No association. No, they do own 3 other restaurants in the city though.
Okay.
So they, beyond their restaurants in BC, which is kind of how they got their start, they first opened Cafe Amore, which is Italian bistro here in Edmonton.
Okay.
So that started.
And where's that located about?
It's just behind Grant McEwen, so about 106 and 107.
Yeah.
So it actually started on the north side as a small little strip mall Italian cafe. They've since grown it into a big center for pasta, large dishes. They do a lot of veal, a lot of chicken, just a lot of big, hearty, home-style Italian food.
Okay.
So that was their first step into the city of Edmonton.
And they're from BC originally, hey?
Originally, yeah.
Whereabouts from BC?
From Penticton.
Okay, great. You said that.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, so they were doing a few pasta dishes there that were very popular. They have an amore pescatore, they call it, so a big elaborate king crab and pasta dish, which is probably the first step that they took into seafood. But it's owned by 2 brothers. So the Crudos are a set of 2 brothers, Cristo and Nick.
Okay.
Their dad, Giuseppe, kind of started them, bred them for the restaurant industry, and then they branched out from there, so they're business partners. The brother that takes more of a hands-on role in this restaurant, Nick, just has a big passion for seafood. He loves the coast, he loves fishing, just genuine passion for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So the concept came just because he realized that there's no fresh seafood in Edmonton.
Yeah,
right?
you guys get it from BC then?
We get it from both coasts.
Okay.
Right now we actually tend to feature a little bit more from the East Coast. So is from BC. He tends to favor East Coast seafood.
Yeah.
So that's where we get our lobster, that's where we get our crab, that's where we get our oysters.
I figure you get better crab and lobster from the East Coast, but then better like fish from the West Coast.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah, and we chose to focus more on the shellfish. So yeah, it started off as, oyster bar, something downtown, something that you can go to kind of get that like fine dining quality food, that fresh, delicious food, but no pretension and no stuffiness and he wanted to do a place that feels like it kind of had a flair from both the East and West Coast. You have that kind of Vancouver nightlife vibe a little bit,
definitely.
but mainly you've got like a place where you don't feel awkward about, shelling into some crab and letting it fly,
Yeah.
We have lots of guests who'll just enjoy coming for cocktails, beer, wine,
I was
sitting
gonna
at the
say,
bar.
I said so many times that the cocktails might look small, but they pack a real mean
Oh, yeah.
punch. Like, it's a great place
Yeah.
to come for free drinks. Even
Oh,
if you're-
definitely. Yeah, with
Just
the arena
lounging.
nearby, a lot of
Yeah.
people come here more for the drinks than for the food, and we totally encourage that. We try to pair our wine and our cocktails with our food, so I mean, ideally we're looking at people who, want to have a fun night out, and if that means a couple drinks, tray of oysters, more than welcome.
Yeah.
If that means big feast that involves pasta, crab, lobster, heavier dishes, stuff that
Yeah,
you try,
definitely.
also more than welcome. It's somewhere that we want all of our guests to just have a really fun night and be comfortable.
Yeah.
And so that, I guess, is kind of the soul of the restaurant. And then the concept itself is just based around all the fresh ingredients that we can find. So we have some really good partners, some fishermen, stuff like that. We're getting us really nice stuff, and it's just
So you guys only deal with local food providers, and there's no
exactly.
mainstream or mass-produced
No,
things going on here.
we avoid the big suppliers. You do see seafood in Edmonton here, and they're usually from just a couple big business suppliers.
You can always taste the difference too once it's like farmed fish or
Yeah.
whatever, than compared to when it's local.
Yeah, so most of our suppliers are actually based on where the seafood comes from. So a lot of them are Prince Edward Island businesses, stuff like that, and they ship the seafood to us. And Nick, the guy I mentioned earlier, he picks it up in a panel van from the airport. Like he does the running around. And that's because he cares about where the ingredients are coming from, how fresh they are, and that kind of sets the foundation for our whole concept. Is just let's be a fresh seafood restaurant in the prairies kind of thing. And it's something. It's what sets us apart, I suppose, if there's a thing.
I'm just gonna pause this for a second. So yeah, you guys are only open from 4 to 10 then?
4:30.
Oh, 4:30? Okay.
Yeah, 4:30 to 11 on Friday and Saturday.
Okay, cool. And then you were saying too, so you have someone that does all the running around to pick up all the seafood from local providers and flies them from the airport. and whatnot.
Yeah, that's so that we're able to deal with providers from those places directly instead of doing the middleman thing. The main reason for that, besides the fact that fresh seafood obviously makes a huge difference in how it tastes, is that if you go through the providers, you end up having the same product as everyone else.
Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of items that are universal to Edmonton. That's because that's what people are able to do.
And then does it really set you apart?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like there's a lot of really nice stuff that comes from those people. But it's how we manage to be different, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and obviously supporting local providers and whatnot, right? All of those
totally.
kind of have each other. Where do you guys get all the artwork? And the decor?
So the mural that was on the stairs there, that was done by a family friend.
Oh,
So
okay.
he painted that for the restaurant specifically. All the wood that you'll see on the wall there,
Is it all driftwood?
it's actually barn wood. So it's from northern Alberta. It's there, and then it's behind the bar as well. So that came from a torn down barn, again from some family friends. So they kind of repurposed the wood there.
Yeah.
The stonework here is from Italy.
Oh, really?
Trying to think what else we have. Yeah, all the nautical stuff that you're seeing on the walls there. That's all West Coast stuff.
Okay.
You know what? It actually might be East Coast. Scratch that. They went on a trip before we opened, so a little bit before I started here, and the guys just went around to a bunch of fishermen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just asked if they had anything they wanted to part with. So all this stuff has been used in the fishing industry. So you'll see, a lot of like old lobster traps and old paddles and stuff like that. That all came from the coast and from people who are using it for
What
that.
about those barrels they have downstairs?
I'm actually not sure where those came from, to be
Right?
honest. They've always been here since we opened, but I'm not
They're
sure
very
as
cool.
to where those came from.
My 3 favorite things I'd say would be the black light hanging in the window. That's how you guys can know that you're near the Black Pearl, and when they're open too, you see that black light going. Anyways,
got it.
that black light and the mural, obviously that's beautiful, and also that picture right there in the corner. I feel
Yeah.
like that's really, really cool.
Yeah, a lot of original work, a lot of creative people, just through friends and stuff like that were involved when we opened, and kind of added some personal flair to the place. I think.
And you guys are open 6 days a week?
5.
Tuesday,
We're closed
okay.
Sunday and Monday.
Sunday, Monday. Okay, great. Yeah, awesome. And then, how have you found it being in the ice district now? The ice district is blowing up.
Yeah, no, it's it got competitive for a bit. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of new restaurants opening up this summer.
Yeah.
But we welcome the challenge and we welcome the friendship in a lot of ways. A lot of these places are people we know either directly or indirectly through just being in the industry itself and being in the neighborhood and stuff. And everyone's been very cooperative in terms of restaurants. In terms of customers, there's, yeah, like you said, a ton more traffic, a lot of people walking by. I think it's definitely changed our demographic a bit, and that actually changes night to night as opposed to just kind of in general. I mean, you know, if there's a Slipknot concert, there's going to be a different crowd than if, you know, there's a ballet or something like that going on at Rogers Place.
Definitely.
Those are 2 random examples. I'm not sure if either of those have been here, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, it changes based on the night, and we never know what to expect, but it makes it so much more interesting, you know, it keeps us on our toes. One night will be, you know, we'll be here way past when we're closed. We'll have a bunch of people just having fun at the bar. Another night we'll serve a lot of really nice dinners. We'll get to know a lot of really nice customers in like kind of a quiet, tame environment. Yeah, it changes all the time, but
always depends. I know I'm a bartender too, so
yeah.
on nights like that where you're like, okay,
right. Totally depends on the night too. Sometimes you burn out, but I mean, a lot of the time it's a blast. You know, it's fun to interact with your customers and stuff like that. And we definitely try to do a lot of that here. In terms of our cocktail program, we try to do, if there is a kind of specialty to our bar program, it's just that you should be able to get whatever you're in the mood for. Like you tried a couple of the signature cocktails, and those are
and
fun.
they were quite good.
But the main thing that I think sets the guys behind the bar apart is that if you say, you know what, I like these sound great, but I'm in the mood for something with vodka, something maybe tart, something with blackberry or strawberry, or you know, something that's not there, they can almost always do that for you. And if they don't have an ingredient, you say, I want, you know, this or that classic cocktail, but we don't have one of the ingredients, they'll always make something that's almost always as good, in my opinion.
Sure.
So that flexibility, I think, allows us to, you know, like vibe with our customers a little bit more, keep things fresh for ourselves.
I'm sorry, what was your lead bartender, your bartender manager's name again?
Leland Morrison.
Leland Morrison, okay. And I noticed he do like all the flips and all that.
Oh yeah, he has a little bit of flair to his bartending, but his roots are all in classic cocktails and craft cocktails. So with him,
is he the mixologist for the bar?
He is,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So I mean, the
Did
ingredient.
he think of all those drinks himself?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
impressive.
They're a collaboration between 3 of us.
Yeah.
But we're a small team, and you know, they all come from us personally and things that we're working with at the time, and you know, you base it on the seasons and stuff like that as well. Like this cocktail is our summer menu, so in a month we'll go back to the drawing board, start working with fall flavors.
Nice.
Yeah, and we have an added benefit actually being on this street. You mentioned the Ice District. There's a really awesome farmers market
Happens
right
every
on the street.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're able to source a lot of our fruit from there.
Awesome.
And yeah, more so in our drinks than anything actually lately. We've been working with a lot of blackberry, whatever happens to be in season. We're real pumped for peach season in a couple of weeks. And yeah, it's nice to be able to mix those local flavors and those fresh ingredients and stuff into what you're doing. So it's tough to do that with a cocktail menu that you just stick to strictly.
Definitely.
But yeah, our guys will go off menu and they'll just come up with something that you're in the mood for. So.
Yeah, I was super impressed with the drinks I had tonight. I feel like the first one was really tart and sweet, but not too sweet, but definitely packed a little punch.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the second one reminded me of something that you get like from booster juice with alcohol.
Yeah, totally.
Like, super cool.
That's the fun thing about cocktails too, is that.
And you don't see a lot of green tea cocktails,
Yeah.
which I feel like really sets it apart from a lot of other
Yeah,
ones.
absolutely. They're always fun because they totally change based on the person who's drinking them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're the same all the time. We keep consistency, but I mean, you know, you mentioned booster juice and stuff, and like that might be different for you than that cocktail may remind them of afternoon tea, you know, with the green tea, or someone else like may pick up on that creaminess or that vanilla flavor or something that reminds them of something
egg
else.
yolk in it too?
It does,
okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, I
That's
wouldn't
something we
really
don't
know
like immediately try and sell you with because it can throw some people off. But you tried the drink. It's not like drinking a blobby raw egg.
No, honestly, I felt like I got my protein and green tea
Right?
and everything all in one go.
Boom.
It's perfect, definitely. So, what would be like your favorite thing to order on the menu then, or something that like really gets you? Because I had the mac and cheese that has lobster and
shrimp.
in
Yeah.
it? Okay, yeah, and that was delicious.
That one's a big seller
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel like that'd be the perfect hangover food.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
we have a lot of regulars who come here, and as soon as they walk through the door, we know they had a fun night last night. A couple of my favorites. You did try a couple of the top sellers and a couple of the best items on the menu. In my opinion, the sashimi is one of my favorites.
I really like the sashimi. I feel like for the ladies who are on diets, like if you're going to go out but you want to have something with a little protein, that's like perfect.
Nice and light, fresh tasting, nothing too heavy.
Oh, it was so good, and I was surprised because like I'm from the West Coast too, so it's been a while since I've eaten raw tuna or anything like that. I tried to like refrain from it being here in Alberta, but I definitely turned
fair
my whole
enough. There's always that risk involved with eating raw seafood, and a lot of people are put off because they just, we're not near the ocean, but that's when it becomes so important that everything we have is fresh and everything is, brought into the day, and we're keeping it as fresh as possible.
Yeah, it was absolutely delicious. I loved it. I think I ate more of the tuna than I did the
Yeah, no, I noticed. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great.
There are a couple that you hadn't ordered that are a couple of my favorites. There's one called the spicy snow crab.
Okay.
So that'll be a crab dish. There's a little bit of work involved. You do have to shell it, but the sauce is what really sets it apart. So one of our chefs is from Jamaica, from the Caribbean, and so he does a homemade jerk sauce. He's not working here right now. He's actually at Cafe Amore, the other restaurant I mentioned.
Okay.
But so he'll do a jerk sauce based on his family recipe, and authentically Caribbean, just in that it's so spicy. It's very, very hot. I mean, they take a full crab dish and you take a teaspoon of it and you do it with the cream. They saute the crab with the cream, with the jerk, that sort of thing. So you have this creamy seafood jerk sauce, and then you've got this crab that just has this punch to it. It's light, but it's bold in a way, if that makes sense.
And what's would you say is the biggest difference between snowflake crab and just regular old crab?
It's a bigger crab, isn't it?
The snow crab's actually on the smaller side.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, there's no such thing really as regular crab. Every crab is a type of crab, and some of the common ones are snow crab, Dungeness crab, king crab. There's a bunch, but snow crab is sweeter for sure.
Okay.
It's more tender.
So it must be go good with the spicy then, right?
Yeah,
So it has that
exactly.
kind of contrast.
Yeah. We do king crab in some of our dishes as well, and that's another favorite of ours. That's the big spiky one that you're probably picturing. Yeah, the big, scary, monster-looking ones.
Yeah.
So that'd be the king crab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so you have your one chef from Jamaica, and then you have your head chef too.
Yeah, so our head chef here is named Cassius. He's from Singapore.
Okay.
He's Canadian through and through. He's been here for a while. His cooking is mostly rooted in Canadian style. That's where he went to school and stuff. The gentleman from the Caribbean, he works at Cafe Amore.
Does a lot of your staff go back and forth between
a little bit.
Yeah.
We switch off depending on the need.
Okay.
So we have kind of our core group, and a lot of them have been, especially with Cafe Amore, 4, 5, 6 years in the kitchen, and so they'll come and help us out when we want to, come up with a dish like that. There was no way to do a spicy crab dish without Clay, the gentleman from the Caribbean.
Okay.
The guy running our kitchen, like I said, his name's Cash. He's taken the reins in about the last 6 months or so.
Okay.
So he's actually working on a new menu now, so along with that,
Strange Ones comes to dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll have to do an update episode on that.
I guess so. Once that fall cocktail menu hits, we should have a new food menu as well.
Cool.
So, always based on the seasons. With seafood, some things are in season, some things aren't, and if you want to do it well, you kind of have to work with that.
Yeah, change it up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Keeps it fresh for us too, otherwise we get bored.
Definitely. And what is for people who want to come? You guys are pretty busy for a Tuesday night. Okay, do you guys stay pretty steady like that all through the week then?
In the summer, especially.
Yeah.
There's a slow months with any restaurant, but these definitely aren't our slow months.
Should we recommend people maybe make reservations if it's a Friday or Saturday?
I would say so. Friday and Saturday, usually about a week in advance, we can guarantee you a table unless you have a big party.
Okay.
For groups of 2 and stuff, it never hurts to swing by if you're in the area, but a reservation never hurts either,
Okay,
right?
cool.
So.
And you guys just open up the top part when you get busy, or is it open on Friday and Saturdays?
Well,
or?
we were talking about atmosphere a little bit earlier, I think, and a huge part of the way that the restaurant feels is from being full.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people notice that our tables are fairly close together. A lot of people notice that it's fairly noisy, that there's a lot of banging, there's a lot of shaking with the bar, there's a lot of sizzling on the pans. All of that is kind of combines to give us the atmosphere we're looking for, and so we'll
gives
always
you something to watch, right?
Exactly.
Like, there's nothing more awkward than being on like a first or second date and you have nothing to say. At least
yeah, no, exactly. There's always something going on,
Yeah.
and to do that, I think you need to feel full.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you're saying, we fill up the bottom, we get that atmosphere going, and then if there is people that swing by and they, like you said, they're on a first date or an anniversary, something more private, then we can bring them right up here, and they can have kind of what we have right now, a little bit chiller. But yeah, the action's usually downstairs first off, and so we'll fill that up, get that vibe going, and then upstairs we use for big parties and stuff as well. So if you're a group of more than 10, you can book off this area we're sitting in now. And have your own little space, your own server, your
Very
own.
cool. I really like the upstairs.
It's cool, hey, right? And it's mellow right now, and it was mellow tonight because of the spread out tables and the date night kind of vibe. But we'll have some groups of 10 or 12 here that are celebrating a birthday or something, and it won't be chill.
Yeah,
you know,
it'll be
like you can turn this into a little party space if you want.
Yeah. For sure. Awesome. Well, that was great. So, guys, this is the Black Pearl on 10132 104th Street. Definitely come check it out. They're open, obviously, doors open at 4:30. They close around 10, 11 on weekend nights, weekend nights, yeah. Make sure if you do come to book a reservation just to be safe, because obviously they fill up fast. This is the place to be for food, seafood. I want to thank Ben for having me here and for all the information. He's very much educated in the business and with any of your seafood needs, so make sure you guys stop by and come try the cocktails for sure, because the cocktails were so good. Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So that was my interview with Ben. I had such a great time there. I want to thank the Black Pearl again for having me, and I have one more video for you guys to show. I was a little bit buzzed when I did this ending video. Like I said, their cocktails are amazing. I could not help myself. So I'll show you guys that little clip right now too.
Right, isn't that sick? And we were upstairs up there before talking to Ben, the general manager there. Also, they have awesome saltwater taffy. I can't even get it in my mouth, but I love that stuff. Anyways, I had a great time here, great food, great cocktails. Make sure you guys check it out. And they even got the menu here too. So if you're just walking by, you can check out the menu. And they have a little patio here too. So if you come by in the summertime while it's still hot out, you can definitely sit outside, enjoy the sun, and get some awesome food and drinks. Make sure to come by. Check you later, Edmonton. Party on.
And that was my time at the Black Pearl. It was super great. And yeah, like I said, it was pretty, I was definitely feeling those cocktails when I took that last video. So that was the Black Pearl. Again, their address is 10132 104th Street. They are open throughout the week. They are only closed on Sundays and Mondays. So they're open Tuesday to Saturday, weeknights till 10 and weekend nights till 11. And they open around 4:30. You can always swing by, but yeah, try and make a reservation. Make sure you try their cocktails. I cannot say enough good things about their cocktails, and anything on the menu will be super good. For next week's episode, though, we will be doing some other pubs. We're going to do 2 pubs for next week's episode, so you guys can check into that. And don't be afraid to leave a comment below and tell me which places you guys like and maybe where else we should do our next episodes at. So yeah, and also too, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Cause and Effect. Their link too for their SoundCloud and Facebook page will be in the bio. They're really good friends of mine. They're from Vancouver Island, and they're just a music group, and they're awesome. So if you guys are digging the music that we play in the intro, that's who is that's who the artist is cause and effect. So again, super chill guys, great tunes, love their music, and I just want to thank them so much for letting me use their music for these episodes. And yeah, so don't be afraid to give us a thumbs up, and don't be afraid to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't be afraid to leave a comment below on the places you like to go party at. And we will see you next time. Thanks so much, guys, for checking in. Have a good day.
Everybody's praying for sunshine, but I just want rain. Everybody looking for fun times, but I just want pain. I put myself in between a rock and a hard place, so far-fetched to get barred yet. Star stretched, cross a couple